welcome back. Today we're going to be working on the S2000. Time to get this thing lowered down to the ground. Alright, I do have my daily driver S2000 in the garage here. My original plan for the suspension on this car was to buy a set of non-budget coilovers for it. Considering I am going to keep this long term and I want something that drives really nice every day. Maxpeedingrods did reach out and they wanted to send out their T6 version of the coilovers for the S2000 to let me try these out. I did have the original version coilovers on a previous S2000, the red one that I had, if you've been following the channel very long. The original version were a little bit softer than the stock suspension, which in my opinion compromised the drivability just a little bit. I'm hoping that these are a little bit more improved. The quality materials are a little bit better. We're going to give them a shot. I'm going to throw them on here. I'm going to adjust the ride height. I know it's going to get the ride height where I want it, so that'll be a positive aspect of this. The car's going to look better. We're going to give it a shot and see if it actually drives better. So let's go ahead and get these installed and see how they do. I got the T6 coilovers installed, and I got the ride height set exactly where I want. I did take it for a drive around the block or two, and before I came home, I did notice that I needed to adjust the dampening all the way stiff. I did have it all the way soft, and it was a little bit too bouncy feeling. It wasn't too bouncy, but it was just enough where I noticed it. So I went ahead and dialed it all the way stiff, and honestly, it feels basically like it did stock. So I am happy with how that feels compared to the original coilovers that I had from Maxpeedingrods, the just original adjustable style. These feel a little bit better. They were kind of a pain to install though in the front, because if they come out of the box all the way low, and I didn't really think about it too much. I did have problems on the old ones that I installed as well. You really need to raise the ride height up quite a bit, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches from how they come in the box. I didn't show too much of that because I was kind of frustrated and struggling with it, but you need to raise it up before you put it on, because the spring will hit the upper control arm and you'll just have a hard time getting them installed. So go ahead and raise it up straight out of the box, and you shouldn't have too many problems after that. I did get everything installed in the rear, no problem whatsoever. Those bolted up pretty easily. I did have to adjust the ride height just a little bit, nothing too major. The car itself has just a slight rake to it. That's exactly what I want. The old coilovers that I had on the red one, it actually sat a little bit lower in the rear, and I didn't really love how that looked. So I may have to do some more adjusting as well after the spring set a little bit. We'll see as I get some miles put on it. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. Stick around.